I'm Jessie. I am a learning community assistant and I live in French Hall.
My name's Jake. I'm an RA here in Zimmerman Hall, which is a part of the Little 3 complex. Obviously everyone sees the programs, everyone hears about the documentations, whether they've been involved or not. But there's a lot of prep work for the halls that an RA does. Getting the building ready for residents to move in, doing room checks, making sure all the furniture in the room is functioning and not broken. There's a lot of prep work in terms of instructional paperwork that's being done, prepping all of the flyers that go into student rooms, and especially signs around the building, letting people know if it's their first time here, it's their first time moving into this building, where trash receptacles are, where recycling is. There's also a lot of planning that goes on with the RA position in terms of programs and meetings and making sure everything around the building runs smoothly. Especially in the Little 3, when you have a complex of 23 people, you have to make sure they're all on the same page, and that requires a lot of communication.
For the RAs, they're required to do 7 programs, and for the LCAs, they are required to do 5, which ranges between the educational programs to the community builders and floor programs to the foundations, which each RA would pick one foundation and discuss something educational like drinking and not driving, stuff like that.
Duty. Duty works very similar to being on call for a lot of, for instance, a nurse position would have an on-call rotation. Basically, during the week you're on duty one weekday, which would be Sunday through Thursday, and that would be from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. the following morning. At that time, you would pick up a walkie. Some buildings use an on-duty phone, a cell phone, but you are expected to stay in the building for those 12 hours. You're also expected to respond to any situations that occur in the building at that time. Being on duty also includes rounds, which are approximately every 2 to 3 hours. You and your duty partner will walk the entire building, keeping an eye out for noise, making your presence known to residents, and just keeping an eye out for security issues, things along those lines.
All the RAs have to work the desk once a week for 3 hours, which just means they monitor the residents as they come in, they check people in, distribute packages, etc. I don't know what else. Well, all the staff has to pick a part of collateral, and it ranges between doing diversity programs to just recognizing other staff and their work that they do within the community. Basically, collateral just benefits Western as a whole and benefits us as a staff and our community.
Staff meetings. Here in the Little 3, it's a little bit different. A lot of buildings have a pretty standard staff meeting where you get together with your staff. You cover topics that are coming up, ongoing issues, any new concerns pertinent to your building specifically. But here in Little 3, since we operate as individual buildings and as a complex, we meet every other week as a complex and then every other week as an individual building. So our complex meetings obviously focus more on the entire group of buildings as a whole, programs that are going on throughout all 3 buildings, issues that all buildings need to be made aware of. And then the bi-weekly hall-only meetings are more focused on the individual hall issues.